Hi, I'm Gail and welcome back to lowcarbrecipe.ideas.com. Today we're going to make a creamy Tuscan garlic chicken. It's just another great meal that I think you're going to enjoy. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make it. In my skillet I have 1.5 pounds of chicken. Now this is frozen chicken breast and no bone in them, no skin. You can use fresh, it's up to you. I just like using the frozen because I just find it convenient to have it in the freezer and I cook it frozen and it tastes absolutely amazing. So I have my herbamare. You can use salt and pepper and you just sprinkle your salt and pepper over top. I'm using my herbamare and I put water in. You can use olive oil or anything, any of the oils to cook it up in, but I do like it with just the water. And I'm going to put my lid on and I'm going to start cooking my chicken. So I've turned the chicken over and I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of herbamare on the other side and I'm going to leave it on a couple more minutes and then we will take our chicken out and we'll start making our sauce. My chicken is all cooked, so now we're going to make the sauce. So I have a cup of heavy cream and I have 1/2 cup of chicken broth. So once I get this heated up a bit, we'll continue. A teaspoon of garlic powder. A little bit of it fell in my bowl, so I'll just empty it here. And then I want a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Now I didn't have Italian seasoning, so I've made mine up and you'll see it on the screen of how to make it up. So we're going to stir that in and then we're going to add a cup of Parmesan cheese. And I'm using Kraft and it's the powdered cheese. So we'll get this all stirred up and get it bubbling a bit. So we're going to let this boil a bit and try and get it a little bit thicker. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add in a 1/2 cup of sun-dried tomatoes or 1/2 cup of sun-dried pesto, and I'm using the pesto today because I don't have any of the sun-dried tomato, and it's nicer either way. The only difference is that with the pesto it's going to change the whole color of the sauce, whereas if you had the sun-dried tomatoes themselves, the color wouldn't leak through as much. So we'll stir this in. So you can see the color changing, but it's still delicious. It's got great flavor. So my sauce is thickened up quite a bit, and now we're going to add a cup of chopped spinach. So we'll throw that in there, stir it all up. So we basically want to just wilt the spinach. You don't have to cook it thoroughly or anything like that. So we'll stir this all in and then we're going to add our chicken back in to the pan. So I'm going to add in my chicken and we're just going to let it simmer and let it sit here for a little bit, and then we'll flip it over and get the sauce on both sides. Sort of fighting with it right at the moment. Now you can serve this over top of, slice up your chicken, serve it over top of zoodles, or you can just eat it like this with a nice salad or nice vegetable. The sauce is fantastic, great flavor. So I'm just going to let that sit here and simmer. So here is my low-carb, creamy Tuscan garlic chicken. It is so good. It actually, I'm sure it comes from a restaurant. It's so good, and they're getting spoiled around here tonight. Great flavor. And I did the zoodles just to feel like we have some kind of pasta. Just love it. Really, really creamy, delicious. Go to lowcarbrecipe.ideas.com and you can try this recipe and try some of my other ones. You take care and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.